So just before we get into today's video, I just quickly want to share some information on the giveaway that I'm going to be doing. So the giveaway that I'm doing is pretty much just because I've been kind of overwhelmed with the amount of positive support that I've been getting from the channel, and I haven't really started it that long ago, so it means a lot to me. So I thought, you know, the best way to show that appreciation is by giving something away, and it's Christmas time, so time for giving and all that. No, this is not my usual attire. I've just come back from making this video and I'm sitting down because I honestly don't know if I could stand. I am sore. So what I'm going to be giving away is the Sea to Summit pillow. It's a mint pillow, a little bit of padding, it's inflatable. I've not had any issues with it. I've had plenty of good night's sleep using this pillow. So that's mine, and this is the one that I'm going to be giving away. I don't keep mine in the little stuff sack bag, but it is tiny. It's absolutely tiny. All you have to do is like, comment and subscribe on this video, and make sure when you comment you provide me with some contact information, whatever it is that you want to leave, and then that gives me a way of contacting you, and we can, you know, arrange delivery and all that kind of stuff. As well as that, you have to be from the UK purely for delivery purposes. I'm not that well off yet, pretty much. But who knows, in the future I am hoping on doing more giveaways, and hopefully I'll be able to deliver to the rest of the world. That's the plan anyway. But just for this particular giveaway, it's just within the UK. So, hope you enjoy the video, guys. We're in for a corker today, I'm telling you. So, today's plan is to see, as you probably guessed by the title, how many times we can walk up Snowdon in 24 hours. It's going to be hard. Is there any reason I decided to do this challenge? Precisely that, it's a challenge. I wanted to test myself, push myself out of my comfort zone and see what I can do. I haven't been training for this at all. I literally haven't been training at all. My job is relatively active, which means I'm on my feet most of the day, well, all day. And other than that, I've been doing maybe 1 or 2 resistance training sessions in the gym a week. But other than that, I've not been doing much, so we're going to see what we can do today, and hopefully, I've got a number in mind. Hopefully we hit it, but to be honest, I'm just going to go up there, see what I can do, have a good time doing it, enjoy the views, hopefully, if the weather's decent. To be honest with you, we haven't even started it and we're already off to a little bit of a rocky start. So the initial plan was to, or the starting point, or the hub you could say, was to start at the miners track or miners path, or the pig path. And unfortunately all the car parking spots are taken, so I've had to park about a mile or so down the hill in a lay-by, and if that's all you can get, that's all you can get. It's currently about 6:30 in the morning. I got here about 6, and last time I was here I got here a lot earlier, and I was able to get a parking spot right at the top, and that was the plan. It has thrown me off a little bit though, because the plan was to use the car as a kind of hub. So after each kind of couple of times up Snowdon, I was hoping to keep all dry clothes, had a spare pair of boots in the car. I also had a lot of water stored in the car, and unfortunately I am not walking up and down this hill each time I want to refuel or anything like that. So I've had to load up the backpack, which means I'm carrying more weight. I think I've got about 4.5 litres of water, fluid, and quite a lot of food. And to be honest, other than that and some insulating clothes, that's literally all I've got. So the weather forecast said it wasn't going to be too cold, but my digits are getting a little bit chilly already. So I'm glad I've got my warm gloves in my bag. 24 hours is a long time to be walking for, so I'm just going to have to pace myself to make sure I just kind of get my rhythm. Don't go out too hot, because that's always what I do. Okay, darkness all around me and then a face. So you might be like, yeah, that's so easy to fake though. You could just literally say you've done it however many times, put all the clips together in a video and said you've walked up it so many times. Well, yeah, I could do that, but this is how I'm going to overcome that and prove to you guys I'm legit doing this. Wha-bam! Oh, I missed the screen. There you go. My Garmin, my GPS. So you can see the date. So I've not done it on different days. It's the 17th. You've got the time of day, 6:44 AM. You've got my total ascent. So you'll be able to see how much ascending I've done, and you've got my trip odometer, basically how far I've walked in meters. So that is going to keep track of everything, and it will also show my position on the mountain, so there's no cheating. So we just started a couple of minutes ago, about 7:08. The meters was about 400 in terms of ascent. It's going all right, but I can't really say anything because we've only been going for about 4 minutes. Oh, I just want it to get light, and then the first way up is going to be a bit of a guessing game, and that's going to be pretty much my base pace and whether I think I'm actually going to be able to complete this challenge, because I don't really know. I just know I've got a strong body and a strong mind. I'm going to do the best that I can. As you can tell, it's starting to get a little bit lighter, but there is a bit of a funny kind of haze around the top of the mountains. That should burn off hopefully. It's supposed to be pretty sunny today, and I'm hoping that I've got really lucky with the weather. The winds are supposed to be basically next to zero. The car park was pretty busy, lots of folk around, but out here, once you start moving, it's still pretty dead. Yeah, I just worked out I'm gonna have about 15 hours of darkness, and that's what I'll be walking in. About 15 hours of darkness. Whew. That's going to be a lot, so I'm going to try and conserve my battery on my head torch. I've got 2 head torches, which should be more than enough light. I haven't used this one for a long time. It is a silver head torch, but it's powered by AA batteries, and to be honest, it's mint. It's not got the power of my big boy silver Exceed 3XT head torch, but this one is still so powerful. I think it's like, it feels more powerful than what the lumens actually are for it. I think the lumens are like 600 lumens on its max brightness, which is still pretty bright for a head torch, but it's a lot more lightweight than the other one, and the burn time on it is pretty good too. So there's no complaining there, and I'll be using this one until it's dead, hopefully, and then unless I need more light, then I'll get the big boy one out. So relaxing. I've currently covered about 2.5 kilometers in just about 20 minutes, and we've probably done not much climbing, to be honest. We're about 115 meters ish of climbing, so there's plenty more to go, plenty more. So I'd kind of done the rough maths for timings for how long I've got to get up and back down Snowdon each time if I want to complete it 5 times in 24 hours. I will be doing a few routes, and I'll let you know on those a little bit later on in the video, but this gives me roughly 2 hours 25 minutes to get up and 2 hours 25 minutes to get back down. That's for whichever route I'm doing. I'm going to be really interested to see how long it takes me to get up Snowdon this first time. I'm not gassing myself out, I'm just nice and steady, easy pace, something that I feel like is repeatable, and that'll give me a rough idea of my timings. Obviously coming down, it's going to be a little bit faster, fingers crossed, especially with it not being wet or anything like that. So I'm banking on that, to be honest. If you know Snowdon, You know, this marks the start of the climbing, for the miners track anyway. Right, this is where I need to watch my pacing and not get carried away. Right. My God, visibility is poor up here. This is normally clear as day. Had to strip off some, well, I say layers, stripped off the hat, letting the head breathe a little bit, trying to get some heat to escape the body. I don't want to start sweating because I know I'll get cold fast when I stop. So just trying to keep myself at a nice temperature but not overheating. I've undone the jacket. If you're looking for a fast moving lightweight jacket, Paramo is definitely a good option. I swear by this jacket. I absolutely love it. I've had it for ages. It's really good in showers. It's just one layer, so it's really, really lightweight, but it's absolutely class. We're making good progress and we're just chipping away at it. Nice and steady. Although I am getting a bit hungry. My stomach started rumbling a little bit ago. And hopefully, one of the annoying things is my camelback, my water bladder, wasn't a camelback, my water bladder broke this morning and I was planning on using that. So, a little bit annoyed, but I just have to make do with absolutely loads of water bottles in my bag pretty much. But that water bladder would have been mint so I could keep sipping on it and stay hydrated. I think I'm gonna have a quick stop, fuel up quickly, and then carry on. Oh my God, would you look at that? It's just hazy, and then bam. I bet that sun up there is so nice. Then if I turn around, nothing. Can't wait to get up there. Let's go. The one time that you don't bring your camera, take a look at this. My first cloud inversion. Oh my God. That is amazing. There's Snowdon up there with a little bit of snow on it. I mean, I know I'm doing a challenge, 24-hour challenge, but I can't not just stop and take this in. It's absolutely breathtaking. I honestly can't believe it. Ooh, straight out through the clouds. I am one lucky boy. Oh my God. I don't know if you can see that if I hold the camera really still. Maybe try to zoom in. Look at it creeping up the valley. Whoa, it's just working its way up. That's so awesome. We're gonna get engulfed in this. Witness this. I need to get to the top, see what it looks like from the top, then start heading back down. Can't believe I've not got my camera. I think I could cry. Oh my God. Oh well, the iPhone photos will have to do. It's so hard to not get distracted. This is literally the most beautiful I've ever seen it. Oh my God. This is probably the biggest cloud inversion ever. It just goes on for miles. Literally can't see anything else. All the snow that was raining, which you can kind of see there, but the entire path was covered in it, just turned to ice. And I haven't got any crampons on me. So just take it really steady. Make sure my pole's nice and firm at the end, and don't be silly and don't rush. It's going to cause a bit of a problem, I suppose, for tonight, but I've got enough light that I should be all right. I just need to take my time, so make up my ground in other areas pretty much, not mess around, as we are a little bit behind the clock. You can see the summit is over there, that red dot, and you can also see we're moving for 1 hour 56, so actually doing better than I thought for time, but still no time to start slacking. That was one of the fastest descents I've ever done. I'm not fully down back at the start. I'm probably halfway back down Snowdon, and I think it took about half an hour. So absolutely flying. Although I've got to watch my speed because I don't want to batter my body too soon. I know for me what will go first is the old knees and quads, as they're weakest. The posterior chain is pretty strong, so that'll be all right. But those quads just haven't got that endurance that they need. Even then I was getting a little bit of leg tremble, and that is not what you want. Not at all. But everybody's super nice. Seems like the beautiful weather at the top is kind of brightened everyone's moods. Met this super nice dude. Wished me Merry Christmas. And said he's not worked a Friday in like 30 odd years. And when I told him I don't work Fridays either, I'm just Monday to Thursday full time, he loved a bit of that, I tell you. He said he should have figured it out when he was my age, and I was like, maybe I'm onto something. Well, this is what we should have been able to see this morning. Woohoo! Absolutely beautiful. Thought I deserved a little break after absolutely bombing it down here. But we still got a long way to go. That's where I started from, people. It doesn't count until I hit that gate. Then I'll take a short break, maybe 5 or so minutes. I'm feeling pretty good. Another refuel, get some water down me, and then tighten the boots and we're off again. That's how we're rolling. Look at this review, the sun's trying to come out. Oh, absolutely mega. In other news, I look like an absolute state though. Oh, I look like I've been hit by a train or something. To be honest, everybody that I'm walking past has got so many layers on, and I'm just there with like my thin wind cheater. And to be honest, I've debated taking that off multiple times because I'm just moving at such a fast pace. that's a lie. I'm moving at a fast pace for me. That I'm just pretty darn warm. That's all. Pretty darn warm. Here we go. Number 1 done. Let's go. Prove it to you quickly. Get back onto my maps. And it loads up. Boom, there we are. So if I zoom in, I am back at Penny Pass. The time is 10:48. Still the 17th, believe it or not. If we go over to my trip, you can see that I've done 13.56k, so 13.5k. My current elevation is 358, 359, and we've been moving for 3 hours 40, so I've done that in an hour and 10 faster than what I thought, so I'm pretty happy. I'll allow myself 5ers. Off go. So, about 10-15 minutes back in to the second climb. I'm heading back up the same route. I know this route off the back of my hand. It's just, I don't even have to navigate, so it's the fastest route for me. And that's the miners track. I think I'm going to do this one 3 times and the pig track twice. I've not done the pig track before, but they're very similar to the miners. They meet up at about halfway up, so again, navigating that one won't be too difficult. It'll just be the start that's a bit different, but I feel like I might have enough time to get that navigation in and not have to worry about it too much if I stick to the same kind of pace. And to be honest, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling very good. My feet are a little bit sore, but that's because I've got my my Sherpas on, my Terrors, and they're quite soft, so I can kind of feel every like little rock and bump underneath my shoe, so
my feet will be extremely sore by the end of this, as they're already starting to get a little bit tender. Not too bad, just a little bit. I did have my Sherpa Deltas in the car, but I was so split on whether to wear them for this, but I just don't think they're bedded in enough. I did like a 10k 6-mile walk around my local woods and woodland area with a fair bit of elevation, to be fair, but just not bedded in enough for this. I just wanted something that I knew pretty much. It's comfy, reliable. I didn't want to have to be worrying about whether it would be something that kind of got in the way on this challenge. So I went with the Old Faithfuls, and I think it was the right decision. Oh, what better of a place would you want to do a challenge? I mean, come on. It's beautiful. I'll probably say that too much, but it is. Such a weird view. Look, it's like a blue haze. It's not the sky, because there isn't sky there. That's still Snowdon, but it's reflecting off the lake as well, making the lake really blue. It looks awesome, but super weird. It's because the clouds are so low, and then over there, they're obviously where the sun's trying to break through, they're going yellow, and then they're blue. Some weird weather, but it's cool. I'm happy. Right, I've not done a little update for a while, as to be honest, I've just been getting my head down and I've been moving. I'm on my second summit, not far off. Snowdon's back over there again, so probably about 25 minutes. I just started cramping up in my VMO. If you don't know what that is, that's the teardrop shaped muscle right above your kneecap. If it was on your right leg, it'd be on the left hand side, so your inner thigh. That started cramping up, so I just took 3 minutes, down loads of water. I think it's because I was starting to get a bit dehydrated because it's so hot, and it kind of massaged it a little bit and it eased off and it's gone. I'll keep an eye on it. Need to make sure I'm staying hydrated. That's the number one thing, especially without having that water bladder. It's not easy to just keep sipping it. You've actually got to stop, so I'll be keeping an eye on that. Let's go. Right then, just to prove it again, just been up to the summit up there, obviously at the top, and here is the Garmin. Turn up the brightness a bit. There you go. Snowdon. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't beginning to struggle a little bit. It is getting hard. I'm getting tired. I still haven't increased the number of breaks I'm having, but I'm going to have to at some point. I know I will. And I know, well, I've got a feeling that at some point during this walk, I'm going to hit the wall. I've only ever done that a few times in my life, but I just have a feeling it's going to happen. So I need to be on my A game mentally. But the thing that keeps me going, to be fair, is this. How could this not keep you going? Beautiful. Look at that. All cleared up now, a little bit of haze, but I'm shaking, I'm sorry. There's Penny Pass in the distance. Starting point of number 3. Yeah. Oh. I'm on the pig track. It's actually alright. I don't think I'll be using it anymore though. I've just used it to come back down from the second time, but it's quite long, so I don't think it's going to be the best use of my time or energy. So I've seen it, I've tried it, it's good, I like it, some great views. I'll do it definitely another day when I'm not doing this challenge. I think I'm going to leave it, ditch that, and stick with the miners. The pig is like undulating a little bit more, so it's not just burning out one muscle group. It kind of gives each muscle group a break as I ascend or descend, whereas the miners, it's just flat and then straight up, so it just blows my legs out in a really short amount of time. So I might just have to take more breaks, but at least it's more direct. Oh, this is going to be hard. Alright, this is the start of the third summit. Let that be known. I'm just going to quickly prove it again. Here we go. So if I quickly change it over map, you can see I'm back at Penny Pass. If I turn up my brightness, maybe that out. There you go. Back at Penny Pass. And the time is 2:37, still the 17th. We've done 2,000 meters of ascent so far, 26 kilometers. Oh, one foot in front of the other. I think I'm going to get it so I lose the light at about the time I summit. I think that's what's going to happen. It's going to probably go about 4ish, just before. So, in fact, I might not even make it to the summit before I start losing the light. We'll see. The temperature's really just dropped. I'm not sure whether the temperature has always been this temperature, and that's just because I've stopped for a little bit longer than normal. I just had one of my first longer stops. That took me about 7 hours 15 to do 2 summits, and the estimated time that I was going off if I wanted to complete 5 in total, 24 hours, that would have been like 9 hours 20. So I'd literally got 2 hours to spare, and I've still got another 3 summits. So if I can keep gaining some time, it's looking good, but I still want to hold that lead because I know I'm going to start slowing down big time soon. For me, in my mind, this is the one that's kind of a bit of a decider. Summit 3, you know, you've broken that halfway point. It really is a big one mentally, and I hope I can smash it out the park because I really need a win to just give me that positive boost, because the last 2 or 2.5, bearing in mind I've only done 2 so far, are going to be in the dark, and it's just so unmotivating when it's pitch black, there's no one here, it's just you, me, myself and I, and you just got to keep grinding it out. I know that time's coming, and I know it's not far away, so mentally I'm just trying to kind of keep it together, because I know, like, obviously I'm hurting now. Nothing major, but obviously it's starting to get hard. You know, you start to feel those aches, those pains, and when you start to feel them, you start to wonder, you know, how long can I go on for? But if you haven't watched 14 Peaks, the main guy on it, Nims, he basically said, I'll bleep this out, but sometimes when you think you're f***ed, you're actually only 45% f***ed. And that's what I'm going to go off for this. Maybe even only 20%. That's the ideal. Just keep moving. One foot in front of the other. Perfect reflection. So I've obviously been walking past quite a few people while I've been doing this, and some of the reactions that I've got are actually quite funny. Loads of people interested into the reason why I'm doing it, that kind of thing. you know, am I doing it for charity or am I doing it for myself? You must be crazy doing it, that kind of thing. And a lot of people just think it's really cool. To be fair, some are like, can't wrap their heads around it. Then others are like, yeah, fair play. That's awesome. But it kind of got me thinking, like, why am I doing it? Like, why did I decide to do this? Like, this isn't something that I just thought, yeah, I'm going to do. I've had this kind of, you know, urge to do some kind of big challenge or big walk in a reasonably short time frame for a long time. I've got others planned as well, harder than this, which I might actually have to train for, but it just kind of got me thinking, like, why am I doing it? And I suppose it's just because I like to push myself. I like to push myself outside my comfort zone. Like, I wanted to do it solo as well. I didn't want anybody, you know, cheering me on, giving me motivation, saying, you can do this, come on. I just wanted to grind it out myself, see what I'm capable of without any external help or anything like that. You know, it's just me, myself, and my head, and can I hack it or not? And to me, it's just one of those things that you just can't beat. And you better believe that I'm going to give my all to beat this challenge. I've come so far, I'm not going to give up. Not easily. Come on then, Snowdon. Let's be having you. Oh, it's getting to the point now where if I stop for whatever reason, food, water, toilet break, it's getting harder and harder to will myself to keep on going. I just stand there and I'm like, oh, I just blankety blank. And it's just taking more and more willpower to say, come on, let's go, get moving, you've got work to do. I'm sorry, but I think this is one of the once in a lifetime kind of trips where it's just probably one of the most beautiful things you'll ever see. Look at that pink haze. Oh, it's gorgeous. I can't get over it. Bloody hell. Look at that. Absolutely unreal. It's getting windy as well though. Apparently I've just missed the best of this as well. So it must have been good before if it was better than that. But yeah, it's not fully dark yet, but it's getting dark. I'm not feeling too bad, to be honest. My legs twitched a little bit of cramp on the way up, but they didn't actually cramp, which is good news, very good news. Took it a little bit slower. Didn't have as many breaks, just took it slower, and it managed to work in my favour. So the only thing that I'm worried about now is I was making up my time on the descent, like a lot of time, and as it gets dark, especially not at the top, I'm not going to be bombing it down, even with my head torch on, which is really good. I just ain't risking it. So we'll have to see. 2 more times to go once I've reached the top of this. Let's go. Got it in the bag. Come on. Let's go. Come on. That's 2. You can see Snowdon just there. Time of day. I've just summited the 3rd. I've dropped down a little bit because it was windy. Let me just turn it back on. There we go. Check computer. 33k done. Oh. Current elevation 916 meters. Still the 17th, baby. Won't be for much longer though. Let's go. Oh, we're moving. The moon is so bright, it's ridiculous. To be honest, it's not even really that dark. Might break out the big boy head torch just for a bit of safety though. In other news, shout out to Chris and Danielle, absolute legends. Gave me a little bit of motivation, to be fair, on the way down from the third, which is what I'm on now. So we're going to get to the bottom of the third, turn around, head on for the fourth. I think about 3 hours ahead of the estimated time that I should be when I finish the third. So, you know, 3 hours up is not bad. It means I've got plenty of time to spare. Who knows? Might even get this thing done in 20 hours. I ain't pushing it though. Let's go, buddy. Number 3. Done. Woo. Time for a 10-minute break, I think. Need to relax and sit down. Right then, so I just got to the bottom again of the third, so starting the fourth now. I got distracted because I saw Danielle and Chris again as I was heading back up. Some of the nicest people I've ever met, and I forgot to kind of update you on the old GPS. The time is 6:51 p.m. It's not even that late, but it feels so late. It's not even funny. It feels like midnight or something. Yes, we've reached over 40 k's and we've done 2,851 meters of total ascending, which is not bad. Not bad in my books, that. Oh, it's so slow going at the moment. My body is literally hanging on. It's got lots left to give, I reckon, but it just can't move at a fast pace or high intensity. Those muscle fibers are completely depleted. The slow twitch ones are what's keeping me going. And to be honest, I'm in complete autopilot mode. There's absolutely nothing going through my mind. I'm just focusing on putting one foot in front of the other, and that's it. I'd love to be able to say, thinking of something super heroic and to keep me motivated, but I'm really not. My mind's just blank at the moment. I just want to get up, get down, and then do my last one and sleep. That's all I want to do. Number 4, baby, let's go! Come on. I'm so tired, but I'm on the home stretch now. I've done 4. I haven't got many more to do. It's getting windier up here, that's why I didn't really want to do the miners track again. Try and avoid the wind. It's the gusts, they come and go like, but they're strong when they come. What a place this is. I'm ruined. Everything's tingling, to be fair. Not in a good way. Just tingling. Oh, my hip feels like it needs to pop as well, crack. Right. I am going to drink so much water because I feel so dehydrated. I'm bummed my water bladder broke this morning, but we'll work through it. I've had to stop so many times to drink water and fluids, and in the end you just get bored, or you know, you're time conscious and you don't want to keep stopping, so you just think, oh, I'll plow onto there and then I'll have a drink, and by that point it's too late. You know, you're already starting to get dehydrated. If you're doing anything like this, long endurance, get yourself a water bladder just so you can keep sipping it whenever you need to. I'm definitely going to have to invest in another one. Oh well. And some spikes because it's getting a little bit snowy as well. There's some snow over there, and when the wind picks up, it's sketchy. I don't really like it, especially with no spikes or crampons or nothing. I've got my pole, but it's, you know, when your feet are slipping and it's windy, it's just not what you want. I'll wait for this wind to die down and then I'll stop hugging the trig point. Like usual, to prove we're at the top. There you go, there's Snowdon. Look at the time, 9:17, 17th. Woo! 3,583 metres and 47.19k. Oh, bloody hell. So, there we go, that's a bit better. So I've been talking with myself. Oh my god, look at my hair, what a mess. Yeah, so I've been talking with myself. I ain't doing the miners track another time. It's just, oh, I can't do it another time. So we're almost at the summit of the 4th. I'm going to go down the Lamberis path. It's longer, I know. I've never done it before, but I'm hoping it's pretty chill, to be honest, and I can just slog my way up it. Nothing technical, just super easy, and just keep going. I think, well, I've been moving for about 14 hours now. One of my original plans was to do 6, but stuff that, man. I mean, I've had thoughts racing through my head saying, should I do just 4? Because I am knackered, but that's not my style. I said I'll do 5, so I'm going to do 5. Let's go. Oh baby, what a beautiful sight. Oh, come to me. Let me ding it. Let me ding it. Oh. So we've just come to the gate at the Lamberis path, and that'll be my turning back point for going back up SNOWDON. Ooh. Currently 11 o'clock pretty much, still the 17th. 52.5k, 3,594. Let's see if we can get that over 4,000 meters. I want to. I think we can. Let's go. Last one. I've been putting it off, but let's just get moving. Let's get moving. I think I'm going to watch some Paul Mesner because I get signal here. So Paul Mesner on the way up. Time, baby. 5th time. Need I say any more? Oh, just to prove it. There we are, SNOWDON. Time 1:37, 18th of December. That's AM, 58k, 4,369 meters. Total ascent. Oh. Now I just need to get down, and it's getting windy. I tell you what, I am never ever doing this again. I am absolutely cream crackered, food barred, ruined. I don't know, whatever word you can think of, I am it. Oh, I don't even know how my legs are still moving. To be honest, it's not even my legs, it's more my tiredness. And my eyes are shutting, man. That's probably because I only got 2.5 hours sleep after a 9.5 hour shift yesterday. And then to try and do a 24-hour challenge after that. Oh, of course you're going to be tired. To be fair, it didn't hit me till like 4 or 5, so I did pretty well. But it's hitting me hard now. So hard. Ugh. Oh my god, I love this mountain so much, but get me off it right now. Please. Come on. End of the 5th. Let's go. Give it a little jingle. Yeah. There you go, people. 18th of December. 4:07. 4,403 meters. Basically 65k. And just under 21 hours. 2 minutes under 21 hours. Oh Lord. Oh, what a feeling. Let's get those heated seats on. Oh my god. What a nice feeling to finally be back in the car. Jeez. Oh, I throw my windscreen wipers off. So, I know that I didn't record that much on the last ascent from where I did the Lamberis path. There is a reason for that. Basically, I didn't feel great at all. And when I say I didn't feel great, I mean like severe. So I don't know what it was. I think it must have been lack of food or something. I got to the point where I was taking
a few steps having to sit down. I was feeling lightheaded. I was like shaking. Was a little bit sick as well, to be fair. So yeah, I wasn't in a great way, to be fair. And at that moment, I did think, oh, can it? I'm going back down. Just leave it at 4. But I got some warm. I actually lay down on the floor on just the stones and stuff on the path, and I just lay there for about 10 minutes, and then I decided to put some warmer clothes on. I got my cooking stuff out and I cooked myself up a warm meal. It took about 30 minutes. I apologise for the yawning, I'm so tired. And then from there I actually felt a fair bit better. I wasn't sure how much better, but I thought, hey, you know what, let's go for it. So I decided to go all the way up, because I was part way up at that point. I was like halfway up. That's why I was a bit miffed. And then once I was at the top, I decided I'm going back down the miners. There's no way I'm going back down the Lamberris and then walking God knows how many miles along the road. No chance. So took my chances with the wind and on the ice, and just went down the miners, and it was all right. Definitely need some crampons or something though. Well, what an adventure, what can I say? Thank you very much for watching. For all of the people that were actually there on the day, asking me questions about, you know, keeping me company and stuff, thank you very much. I really did appreciate it. It was nice just having knitting at it with everyone. Yeah, if you enjoyed this, like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already, hit the notifications bell, so you are notified each time I do a new upload, like this one here. Alright, it's time for me to get some shut-eye, because it's pretty much 5 in the morning. Oh my god. I can't even get my Mackey's breakfast now, man. I was looking forward to that. I'll just have to get a normal Mackey's. Fuming. Peace out.